Hi everybody, it's Lisen. I'm in Mooloolaba, Australia. I've been here twice already. This is my third time into access classes with Dane and Gary. This time it's beyond 7 days, beyond SOP. And at the moment we're in the SOP class with Dane, second day. And I'm like, wow, it's a massive amount of awareness, change, possibilities. You get to see yourself really with totally different eyes. You get to see where you limit you in a way that is so potent, that is so full of abilities, that you're like, oh my god, if I can use all this against me, what possibilities are there if I would use it to create, if I would use it to choose my life instead of limiting my life. I've seen so many limitations that I choose like daily against myself, like making myself wrong, feeling awkward, feeling weird. If somebody says something to me, I'm like, okay, maybe I did say something wrong, or how could I have done that better? But from a space that it's wrong, not from a space of possibilities. Because you can do both. You can really go in with judgments, or you can go in with possibilities when you look at things. And I'm like, wow, what would it take to change that? That we just could look at things and just ask questions about it instead of constantly just judging everything when it shows up and looking for the worst case scenario. Not looking for, hey, I chose this. Okay, it was fine. It was fun. I create something different. I choose something else. It doesn't really matter. Like, allow yourself to choose and be aware of what that created and choose something else, or choose the same, or choose. What if we did not go into the wrongness? And I'm like, wow, I love that space, because the other one, I know pretty well, and I know it doesn't create what I would like. It especially doesn't make me anything. But when I'm in that, it's for me like this energy that I am allowing the limitations to be real. I'm not allowing my knowing that I know everything is possible. I can create anything I would like. And what if I allowed myself to desire everything? What if I allowed everything I would like to have, also allowed myself to choose it, and not, that doesn't work, or I can't, or blah, blah, or whatever. Like, we have so many conclusions in our lives that are awesomely designed. they work so pretty, they're so nice in our heads, and that's why we don't change them, because they're so nice, and they're so simple usually, and you can say anything. It can be based on your intelligence, it can be based on your family, it can be based on anything. And what if we didn't have to use them anymore? We were just willing to, like, wonder if I'm using that against myself. Let's change that. So yesterday we got a homework from Dane to look at everything we're choosing, or especially when something shows up, if I'm manipulating me or against somebody else, if it's manipulation. And I was just, it's a little bit like, who does it belong to? You look at it and like, am I manipulating myself to have a bad, crappy feeling in my body, or to feel not so great as I usually do? And anytime that showed up, like this wonkiness, and I went into trying to think about people or myself or why I was feeling this way, I'm like, Lisen, manipulation, yes or no? Am I trying to make myself wrong here? Am I trying to manipulate myself to having something bad, not so good? And I'm like, anytime I ask it, went like poof in my universe. I'm like, oh my god, yes. And I didn't try to define it or figure it out. I was like, yes, okay, are you willing to let it go? It basically just poof and it went away. But I could have asked, like, hey, am I willing to let it go? Can I pot and pock it? Like, you can use all those too. And that's, yesterday it was just like boom, boom, boom. Every time I looked at it, I'm like, ooh. So am I willing to ask questions? Or am I willing to conclude? Am I willing to have points of views? Like, what is more valuable for me in my life? And I really would like to look at this every day and be aware of that. And I'm like, this class is so extreme. It's really beyond. I get what's called beyonds. So, what energy, space, and consciousness can me and my body be to create everything I desire? So everything doesn't allow that, can we just try and create that? Good and bad, right, wrong, fun and fuck, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. So what energy, space, and consciousness can me and my body be to really, truly choose everything I desire to create in this life? Everything that is times and still, can we just try and create it? Good and bad, right, wrong, fun and fuck, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. And yes, I do have to go on an adventure and see what I really desire, what I really would like to have, because I've also excluded that from my reality. It's easier not to have it, or like I sense it and then I go, a little bit far away, because it, like, then I can keep creating a limited version of what I know is possible. and then I can avoid disappointments. All these trivial things that you usually use to stop you, not gonna work anymore. It's not gonna work if I'm willing to ask a question that I'm aware of, and it's not gonna work if I don't make this reality real, and it's not gonna work either if I don't buy into my limitations or make them the source of my life. And I'm really willing to give that up and really go for creating something greater. And creating something greater and contributing to that greatness to be created. Because I know I can choose it, and I know I'm willing to do that and change a lot of things with me. And what if I can contribute and create that space for, like, not create it for somebody else, but we're willing to have that space so anybody can tap into that, to choose that too. Because I know the more of us choose it, the more it was going to be, like, anything that becomes this energy of like, I can choose that, people do it much more quicker. So it's up to us if we're going to choose to create or change this world, not up to somebody else or one person to gift it to us or create the change in class. So I'm like, wow, let's choose something different. I'm so grateful for everybody. Thank you so much. And thanks for, like, I was going to say thanks for being my life, because yes, that's exactly what I feel. Thanks for being my life. Bye. Bye from Mooloolaba. It's beautiful here.